Hello everyone, in this video tutorial I am going to explain the concept moment of force. So it is the measure of rotational effect of a force about the point. That will be rotational effect. That rotational effect is called as moment of a force. So if I consider any moment, there are mainly two terms we have to remember. The first one, moment center, then one more, that is moment arm. The moment center, the point at which the moment is considered, is called moment center. The perpendicular distance from the point to the force is called as moment arm. In this case, I taken 3 points, that is moment center 1, moment center 2 and moment center 3. Then I considered one force, that is F. For moment center 1, it is at a distance of d1, that is perpendicular distance. For moment center 2, there is no perpendicular distance because that force is acting through that point. So moment arm is nothing but perpendicular distance, but in this case there is no perpendicular distance. So if I consider third point, moment arm is d3. So if I want to find moment, it is nothing but force into perpendicular distance. Calculate three moments in this case. For the point 1, that moment is m1, point 2 moment is m2 and point 3 moment is m3. So point m1, the moment is m1. Force into perpendicular distance, F into d1. So moment center is here, force is here, F into d1. So if I apply this force about this point, so it is going to rotate this point in this direction. So that is anti-clockwise. I can call it as negative. So if any force is trying to rotate any point anti-clockwise direction, I have to consider it as negative moment. So if I come to the point 2, the force is acting through the point. There is no perpendicular distance. Therefore, moment about point 2 because of this force is 0. So if I consider point 3, so this force, that is F, into perpendicular distance, that is d3, it is going to rotate this point in clockwise direction. If I take this as center, if I take this as radius, if I apply this force, it is trying to rotate this point in clockwise direction, that is positive. So force m1 is negative, there is no force, this is positive. So very simple, this sign convention. If I consider any point, if one force is acting like this, so force is F, maybe this point is O, MO is equal to force into perpendicular distance, that is F into D, the sign convention. So this, if I consider this as center, if I consider D as radius, if I am going to trying to create one circle in this direction, so just imagine this is the radius of the circle. If I am trying to create one circle, that will be in this direction. Therefore, this is anti-clockwise moment. So same point, maybe O, one force is acting like this. So I will take this as radius R, moment arm, or distance D. This is the force. So if I am considering moment MO, force into distance, that is D. So if I am taken this as radius, if I am going to create a circle like this, it is rotating clockwise, therefore this moment is positive. So this is the concept of moment of a force. So the next concept, that is couple. When two equal and opposite parallel forces act on the body at some distance apart, then these two forces constitute a couple. So by the figure I am going to explain this concept. If two forces are acting at some certain distance, I will take it as D, So maybe value of the force, that is F. So this constitutes a couple. A equal forces are acting at certain distance, that is known as couple. So this, if I apply these two forces, it is going to rotate in clockwise direction. This is positive couple. So if I take one more example, if one force is acting like this with the same magnitude, if one more force is acting in this direction, so distance is d. If I apply these two forces together, it is going to rotate any object in anti-clockwise direction. This is negative couple. As I seen in the above example, the couple has the tendency to rotate the body. So if I apply any couple on the body, it tends to rotate that body. The distance between the parallel forces is known as arm of the couple. Also it is called as lever arm or moment arm. The next topic I am going to explain, that is moment of couple. Moment of couple is the product of magnitude of the force and moment arm. I am going to explain this concept using three examples. In the first example, so force, that point is in between that two forces. So if I want to find moment of this couple, that is, I will take it as m1 because point 1. So F into d1, so that is going to rotate this point in clockwise direction. So I can, if I apply this force, it is going to rotate clockwise direction, F into d1 plus one more force, that is F into d2. So on that point, therefore m1 is equal to F is common, d1 plus d2, therefore m1 is equal to F into d1 plus d2 d. So that is nothing but magnitude of, it is the product of magnitude of force and moment arm, that is d. So in the second example, I will take moment as m2. I am going to calculate moment about this point. So the first force, if I apply this force, it is going to rotate this point in clockwise direction. Therefore F into distance is d3. Then after that we have one more force, that is F is here, the second force. So if I apply this force on this point like this, it is going to rotate this point in anti-clockwise direction. So I can take minus F into d4. So m2 is equal to F into d3 minus d4. So d3 minus d4 is nothing but d. Therefore m2 is equal to F into d. So m3 is equal to, so first force, this is the first force I am going to consider, this force. So it is going to rotate, if I apply this, it is going to rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore minus F into d5. So I will consider one more force, that is this one. If I apply this force, it is going to rotate in clockwise direction. Therefore plus F into d6. So m3 is equal to, I will take F common, that is d6 minus d5. So therefore m3 is equal to F into d6 minus d5, we will give d, that is moment arm. It is the product of magnitude of the force and moment arm. So in three examples, I explained why moment of couple is magnitude of the force and moment arm. The next concept I am going to explain, that is characteristics of couple. Whether the couple is clockwise or anti-clockwise, that will constitute these characteristics. The first characteristics, the algebraic sum of forces of the couple is 0. The definition itself says that if two forces equal in magnitude and opposite in direction acting at a certain distance, that constitutes a couple. If I do the summation of these two forces, so if I say sigma fx is equal to, one is acting in positive direction, one is in negative direction, that summation will be 0. That algebraic sum of forces of the couple will be is equal to 0. That is nothing but resultant of the couple is 0. So that is the first characteristic. The second characteristic, the algebraic sum of the moment of the forces of the couple about the any point is equal to the moment of the couple itself. In the previous example we explained, I consider this as one entire couple. So number of forces are acting. If I do the summation of all the moments, that will be nothing but couple itself, the value of couple itself. I given 3 examples. So the algebraic sum of the moment of the forces of the couple, there are 2 forces in this case, so that is nothing but about any point is equal to the moment of the couple itself. That is the second characteristic. So third one, a couple can be balanced only by an equal and opposite couple in the same plane. So if one couple is acting, I will give one small example. So I have one cylinder like this. So in this plane, so one couple is acting. So if I want to balance this couple, I have to apply one more couple in the same plane. Then only this couple can be balanced. If I rotating this object in this direction, if I apply one more couple in the same plane, then only I can balance that rotation. The fourth characteristic, any number of coplanar couple can be reduced to a single couple whose magnitude will be equal to the algebraic sum of the moments of all the forces. So if I want to reduce, if 5 or 10 number of couples are acting, so if I want to reduce that into single couple, so just have to calculate algebraic sum of moment of all the forces or all the couples. So if I do that, I can reduce that into single couple. The next concept, that is equivalent force couple system. The statement is like this. It is possible to shift a force acting at a point on a body to another suitable point along with couple. So for example, in this case, one force is acting on this rectangular body at A. If I want to shift that force into B, I have to introduce one couple. So if I shift this force here to point B, I have to introduce one couple, that is like this. So that is nothing but whatever the force is acting, that is F, into that distance which I shifted, that is D. So this is the couple I have to introduce if I want to shift one force from one point to another point. So that is known as equivalent force couple system. I will give one more example. Suppose if I have one rectangle like this. So if I have one force here F, maybe this point is A, then one more point is B. In this case, if I want to shift that force, maybe this distance is 2 meter. Okay, so if I want to shift that force from A to B, so I can shift directly like this F, but I have to introduce one couple. That couple is nothing but from here to here distance, that is 2 meter. So it is going to rotate. I have to calculate moment at this point. So it is going to rotate in anti-clockwise direction, this force. So I have to introduce that one. That value is F into 2. That is the couple.